Hey fitness coaches, this week I'm going to show you how you can automate sending your freebies and how to collect the contact details of the people downloading them, all without paying for expensive softwares. So this whole system I'm about to show you, you can have it for free in just a click of a few buttons, and I'll give it to you if you stick with me up until the end of this video. And the best part is this is just the beginning. Over the next 4 weeks, I'll be showing you how to build onto this system and create a full-blown client journey that runs almost hands-free. So this is gonna be fantastic, guys. Let me show you how it all fits together. So let's zoom in real quick. So every week builds onto the last. Like each automation is designed to improve how your business runs and how your clients experience working with you. So you'll see we have almost everything here, the follow-ups after sending them the freebie, like taking care of your client onboarding process. We also have like booking training sessions and progress taking and upsells. This is where it gets juicy with the upsells and collecting feedback and asking for your clients to refer you to their friends and people who might enjoy working with you as well. So this is also about growing your business. So here in week one, this is where it all starts. You are basically opening the door for a new lead to walk into your business. So this is about creating an easy experience for your potential clients. Like you don't want them to be confused or like having those back and forth DMs and then you forget sending them the freebie. Like you want it to be a simple process where they request your freebie and then boom, they are in your sales funnel and they receive the freebie. So this needs to happen instantly. And how it will work is a person will probably see your freebie on social media and there'll be a link in the comment section or like in the description, and they can just click that link. A form pops up, they fill in their name and email, just like the basic easy stuff, and from there the system instantly sends them the freebie. Meanwhile, their information is being added to a database where we will store their contact details so that we can follow up with them later on. Okay, let me show you this in action. So this is the form that they'll be filling in, just some basic information. I'll walk you through how to like copy this exact same form that I've built, and you can just copy and paste it to your profile. um, it will be super easy, guys. Okay, I'm just filling in my details there, and we are also asking what are their current fitness goals. So let's say maybe get toned, and here we're interested in finding out which social media works best, like in terms of collecting freebies, or maybe it's a friend. So before we click send to me, I want to show you the other platform where their information is actually going to be populated, your database actually. Here we go. So this right here is your CRM. Don't let the name scare you. Think of it as a smart table where you store your leads, contact details, and track where they are, like in your sales process. And this is where you basically control your sales, your automation steps. Like you will be able to change a few things here, and it will trigger a specific automation in terms of the emails that will be sending them based on where they are in your sales process. So yeah, don't be scared by the name. And I've made it super easy for you to set it up. So you'll see just in a moment. You will just be able to basically copy and paste an AI prompt that I wrote, and it will create this entire table for you. So this will be super easy to recreate. So just hang tight and we will tackle that not so long. Okay, back to the form. So nicely filled in there. So we'll just click send me the guide. So there's a thank you page. And the nice thing is it also picked up the name that I entered when I was filling in the details there. So this is feels a little bit more personalized. So if we go there, now it should be populating that data. So actually in the back end, it's sending the freebie, and I've put a delay in the notification. So freebie sent. This is actually going to update as soon as the freebie has been sent. Uh, so we should see it popping up not so long. And you also have like status, and I'll explain this in a moment. And this ties into like the other automations that we are going to do next week. So like with the follow-ups. So you'll be able to see here when a follow-up has been sent, like the first follow-up, second follow-up, and the third follow-up. And the main goal here with these follow-ups that we'll be doing in the next week will be for your like the leads that downloaded your freebie to book a call with you. So I'm just interested in your ideas around what are the emails that we can send to them that would sort of create an interest of them wanting to get on a call with you. So yeah, and then the rest, you should be able to see when someone has sort of booked a call with you. So if they booked a call using any of the calendar links that would have sent them here, then it will update as call booked, and you will also see it on your calendar. So that will be all on week 2. And also if they reply to any of the follow-up emails that you send to them, then it's going to automatically update, so you'll be able to see where they are like in the sales funnel just here on status. So the next part will be if they actually show up on the call. So with call booked, it's not just like a status update. It also starts up like another email sequence that is more dedicated towards making sure that they appear on the call. So we don't want people to book a call and not show up. So also hear your ideas around what emails you could send. I would like to hear what your ideas are. Um, and then if they showed up, then we will update here to say they showed up. If they didn't show up, no show, then we also want this to trigger some emails that we can send to them to try and reschedule the call again. Or maybe at this stage, you try to get their phone number and basically call them up. And if it gets to the stage where it's closed, so this is basically like the end of life of this like of them being in the freebie stage. So if it's closed, if you got in a call with them and like they decided to become a client, then you will change the status to closed. And as soon as you change the status to closed, we will now move them to another dashboard, which is like where you have your clients. And this is going to be leaning towards week 3, which is it's going to be all about automating your process of onboarding new clients. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. In terms of the freebie, you can see the status was updated. It was updated like a few minutes ago. Yeah, I was just explaining the status and didn't want to sort of jump back to this, but that's just to show you like the updates that this thing is able to do on its own. So let's go and look at the email real quick to see if it was received. So here we go, guys. The email was sent. It's saying 7 minutes ago. So this thing, it's working like BAM. So now it's so they can just click download there, and that thing is gonna load up. So this is actually something else. So I'm gonna close that. But in your case, you'd have attached like the downloadable freebie. In my case, I've stored it on Google Drive, so you can see where it's best for you to store it. And when you send them, it will be an attachment that they can just click and download right away. So a sneak peek into week three. I already touched base on this. So depending on how your onboarding process is structured, like you might want to restructure this differently. But what we'll have in week three, we're going to have a pre-consultation form that where your client will fill in like their information such as fitness goals, experience level, and preferred training times. And then from there, we'll actually send them a calendar link that they can schedule a specific date that they would like to meet for like their training sessions. So we can do it in a way where they select like in a month, and then we'll sort of see if they would like to attend like training on those specific days and times for like the entire time that you guys will be working together. Is it 3 months or 6 months or whatever the case is? And with that, there'll also be, if there's any resources that you are sharing based on like the training they are interested in, then we are able to like automate the process of sending them all of the resources that they can start using in the meantime. Basically, giving them each all of the information they need to know what are the next steps from here on going forward. So that's week three, and in week four, this is leaning towards. So I spoke about like them scheduling the training sessions. So that's actually part of week four. So as I said, this builds onto each other. So that's why in between explaining the weeks, I sort of mix things up. But yeah, and another step, another thing that you can do is tracking the progress of like your clients. So in week three, we actually send them a form. After you've done a couple of training sessions with them, we send them a form that they can fill in, where it's all about gathering what are their targets in terms of their fitness. And from there, if they don't fill in the like that tracking form, then what we'll do in week four, it's actually automate reminders that remind them to fill it in, so that we have that information. And later on, maybe let's say they said they wanted to achieve this specific fitness goal within 3 weeks. Then after 3 weeks, we can maybe have a delay of 1 week. So in 4 weeks' time, we can then send another calendar invite where they can book in a session where it will be a checkup session to basically get an idea of how they feel about the training so far, and like where they are in terms of meeting their goals, and what can we do so that they meet their goals quicker. So that's the automation that we're going to do in week four. And then another automation we're going to do in week five. This is going to be all about collecting client feedback and referrals. Basically, this is the juicy part. So here you will have the opportunity to send like an email campaign that is focused on uh, maybe inviting them to spend more time with you so that they can achieve their results, or maybe sort of get them to another package. Maybe now their goal is different, and another package might make sense for them. So maybe you're adding in nutrition there, whatever the case may be. And we will also be automating the task of collecting testimonials. I know this can be hectic sometimes. So this will actually be in a way where we are able, if they didn't sort of like give us the testimonial, then there will be an automated follow up email sequence that will sort of remind them about that testimonial. And we'll also have like an automated referral campaign where we're asking them to basically refer any of their friends or people that they know would benefit from working with you. So these are all the automations that we can do, that we will be doing here. So from here on, I'm going to just dive in and show you how you can get your hands onto this automation in week one. And the nice thing is free. To tell you the truth, I shouldn't be giving this away for free, but I want to give value to you guys so that you see this works. If you'd like us to sort of customize it in a specific way, then we can look into how we could do that. But in the meantime, let's just dive in and let me show you how to build this. Okay, so this is what you have to do to be able to download all the resources you need to duplicate this system and copy it into like your own account so that you can start using this. So depending on where you're watching this from, in the description below, there will be this link where you can just click on that link. It might also be on the comment section. You can just click on that link and it will take you to this form. And this is where you're going to fill in your details. So let's just click that. Okay, so here this is optional. If you like have something specific in mind that you'd like to automate, that you feel might not be covered in the next upcoming videos, you can just quickly type it in there. And if there's like a lot of people who want to automate more or less the same thing, then I'm going to create a video showing you exactly how to automate that specific thing. And you can also post that like on the comment section. Anyway, you post that, I'll be able to take it from there. So we'll go ahead and click send me the free automation, and that's the thank you page. So we'll go and check the email now. Okay, so we got the email. As you can see, guys, there are no delays here. You get the email instantly. So here we are right now. I just want to see. Okay, so the first part will be for you to open an account with Tallyform. So I'm actually logged in at the moment, but for you, when you get here, it will be different. So let me just log out. Okay, so what you can do is click on sign up. As soon as you click there, if you are using a Google account, then you can just continue with Google. If not, then you can just type in your email address and it's just like easy stuff. So I'm just signing in real quick. There we go. So as soon as you are here, you won't have any like existing forms, and there might be like some questions that they ask you while you're signing in. You have the option to build out a form using templates, but for the purpose of this video, I have shared this form that I make, and you can just make some modifications there for you to be able to get this up and rolling. Okay, so you'll just scroll down. So the first one you clicked was there. Now you'll go to tally form template, and you'll click here to copy this form. So it gives you that specific form that we were using together. So you'll say use this form. So wait for it to load quickly. Okay, so what you will do from here, you will customize this depending on what your freebie is. So you'd wanna edit there depending on what your freebie is. So you can come there and type whatever your freebie is. So we'll just maybe leave it like that. This depending on what you want, you can modify this however you want. So this here we're only asking for the name and email address. Maybe if you wanted to add a phone number, you could do that, but we'll just continue as it is right now. So how you'd add something is, so maybe let's just do that real quick. So we'll just say phone number. So insert, we'll just type in phone here, phone. So someone will come in and fill in their details, and you could also edit that if like you want to put in different goals there. So you can just want to show you real quick. So you can edit that however you want. And as soon as you are done, you can go ahead and click publish. So as you can see, it has published this, and this is the link. So this is the link that you would copy and share on your posts. So if you have a social media post that you are sharing about your freebie, then you just copy this and paste it wherever you wanna paste it. So as soon as you've done this part, the next part you'll have to do is to create a make. So before the make account, you'll create the Airtable account. So you just go to Airtable, and then you can create a new account basically from there. Okay, so this is what you'll see on your end when you click on that Airtable link, and then you'll sign up for free. So it's gonna take you through the sign up procedure, which is standard stuff. You put in your email address. You can also just continue with Google if you're using Google, and it will ask you a few questions. So let me just log in quickly. So as soon as you are signed in here, there's an option to build with AI. So this will most definitely appear earlier on. So this is not working for some reason, but what you will do, it will give you a window pop up where you can just paste in uh, this prompt. So you'll copy this prompt from there as it is, and you just paste it onto Airtable, and then you'll click the buttons to go to the next steps. Uh, and as soon as it's done, what you'll see a dashboard that looks like this. The status might not have everything that we have here when you click there. You might have to add these, but I'm gonna speak more about this on the upcoming video. So it will most definitely come up with leads that are already here. So how you can delete them is to quickly go there, and you just and go delete lead, and then those leads will be deleted just like that. Okay, so even this one is like an empty field that we can delete as well. So delete. Okay, so the new one is basically gonna get populated here. Okay, so now it's time to look at the back end. Basically, what you wanna do there is instead come here back to the email and then just click that link. It will take you to make.com. So for those of you who are not familiar with Make is a platform where you can automate literally anything, and you don't have to know code or any of that crazy stuff. This is just easy. It's super easy. You'll see. So you'll just click get started for free, and then it will take you through the sign up process, and you'll sign in. And as soon as you're signed in, so you can actually sign in with Google, Facebook, or just decide to put in your details in there. I normally use Google, it's quicker. So as soon as you're signed up, what you want to do is to go ahead and download the the back end system that I've designed for you guys. So you click here to import, and what you want to do as soon as you get here is just to download this. So you're just gonna click download. Okay, so that's downloaded. Let me just log in real quick and show you how to import this. Okay, so once you are signed in, you'll want to go to scenarios, or just at the top there, there is create a new scenario. So you can click create a new scenario. And once you are here, it's pretty easy. I know this video is super long by now, and this might be a little bit boring, but bear with me. We are almost there. Okay, so we'll click on more, and then we'll click on import blueprint and choose file. So you go to your downloaded files. So this is the one, lead capture automation. Click open, and then we'll click save. So this will bring that entire back end system that you need to be able to control everything together. So now the next part is you actually connecting your accounts right here. So what you'll do, you'll start with Taliform here on. You can put whatever you want to put here. This doesn't matter that much, and you'll go to add. As soon as you click add, it will want a name as well. So I'm just gonna write Taliform. And then we click save. So this is going to pop up, and as soon as that pops up, you will click accept. And now that's connected. So now it's actually going to ask you for the form ID. So when you click here, it should load all the forms that you have. So in this case, that form that we worked on together is one of these forms. It's actually this one because we didn't write the name there. But nonetheless, I'm going to select this one, your free 7-day workout plan. Okay, and then I'm going to click save. Okay, so I'm going to click save. So that has been set up properly now, it's going to be able to pull in the data from what you call from Taliform straight to this system. Next step is for us to connect Airtable, our database, so that we can store their contact details on Airtable. Okay, so we'll click Airtable, and then so in your case there won't be anything there. So what you're gonna do is click Add Connection, and then here on connection type, you'll click Airtable Auth, and then it will just populate that, and then you'll click save, and it's going to prompt you on the next thing that you have to do. So here you'll have to add a base. So your base, the one that we created together, it's going to actually come up with a specific name that we had created together, and then you'll basically click that specific one. So in this case, it will be this one, and then grant access. If you have multiple ones there, multiple bases, maybe you could select multiple ones. But in this case, we'll just use this one. Okay. So in terms of the tables there, there's multiple tables there. If we head over there quickly, so you have this table which is leads, and you also have emails, follow-ups, and you also have clients. So depending on which one we are using, you will select that specific one. So at the moment we are using leads. So you will select leads. We'll go back. I think we're here. Okay. So at the moment we've selected leads, and then this is where we actually have to take the data from the form, from the tally form. So in some cases, it might say these are invalid. So if that's the case, then let me just show you how you get these ones in the first place. So I promise this is not that confusing, guys. I know it looks bad, but bear with me. We are almost there. So you'll just select the name there. In this case, name is your information, and then email. It's going to be email, and then fitness goal. So what's your current fitness goal? And then lead source. This is where we are tracking where did they find us, so that we have that data. I'm a firm believer of you have to do more of what works. So if you can figure out the platform where most of your audience is coming from, then you can sort of produce more content on that specific platform. So that was the aim with learning where your lead source is coming from. So date signed in, that's gonna be created at, and then that's fine. And then the rest you don't have to do anything. It's set up properly, and then we'll just click save. And then the next thing is for us to be able to send those emails. So that's Gmail. So what we will actually do here is, let me just remove that. And okay, so the email, you'll just click email, the Airtable one. You can also select the one that's here, but yeah, we can just take the one from Airtable, and then here you'll edit this using your like your specific freebie headline that you are giving away, and then the name as well. If it doesn't pick up the name, you can just go ahead and select the name there, and you can edit the text. So at the moment, the UI the user interface is not that nice in terms of how you write the emails there. As soon as I find a workaround this, I will update you guys. So like you have to type your email in between these symbols so that it gets structured properly when it's sent. Because if you don't put you don't write in between these symbols, then your email doesn't get structured properly when it actually gets sent. So you'll write like your email copy there in between, and here this is where you actually embed your form, your freebie. So you could put it in Google Docs, and you basically replace that link with your link from Google Docs for your specific freebie. And then this is the text that they're going to see for them to download their freebie. Let me know if you have any questions. So if you guys are struggling with this part, you can just send me a DM on Instagram, or send me an email, reply to that email that I've sent you when you signed up for this automation, and I can, like, you can just send me the email that you like. You can just write the email the normal way you write it and send it to me, and I'll convert it to this format for you real quick. So as soon as that's done, so that's just the email side. You'll actually have to connect your email. So at the moment, you can't use a free Gmail account. If you are using, let's say, bongani at gmail.com, at the moment it won't work, because there's like a lot. You can make it work, but there's like a long process in terms of how you have to set it up for it to work. But if you already have a business email address, let's say a business Google email address, then like bongani at digitalalf.com, then you could use that one. So you just go in and say sign in with Google, and then this window is going to pop up. So in this case, I'll go for this email address, because this is a business email address, and say continue, and then say allow. So if you don't already have a like Google email address, and you'd like to, like, a business email address, and you'd like to set it up, you can definitely hit me up. I can help you set it up really quick. So it's literally that easy, guys. And if you are using another service provider, as like opposed to Gmail, just like drop it in the comment section below, and I will sort of just tell me what you're using, and I'm gonna make a video guide showing you exactly how to change this to the specific email uh, provider that you're using at the moment. So this is actually a delay that you'd have to change. Maybe change it to, let's say, 15 seconds. Okay, so I just made it 60 seconds so that like you could see when it updates the status to show you that the freebie has been sent. So here what you will do, you will add your connection. You won't be adding a connection here because you'd already connected there, so it should be able to just like bring up your connection that you had already set up. And from there you'll select the base, of which the base will be the same as the one that we selected initially. So fitness business automation, and then the same table leads. So same setup as here. And then what we are targeting here, it's the record ID. So let's say maybe that one doesn't work. So you'll just go ahead and look for a table, create a record there, and then you'll just select ID. So this will tell, so make will actually refer back to that record that we had created with the email address of that specific person. It's going to like pull that and up and make an update to it to say the freebie has now been sent. So this is the status I'm talking about. So freebie sent. So this is what I'm talking about. So let's go back there. So the rest, there won't be anything there. You can leave it blank, and then you just click save. So as soon as you are here, guys, you are good to go. The next thing that you have to do is to go back. Before you go back, okay. So it's prompting you to save. You save changes, but before you click there, you would start by saving the changes. Okay, so there's already loaded. So the one that we did together, I believe it's this one that has been created. So it's saying 12. Okay. So the one that we created together is this one. The date says today. So what you want to do is to go ahead and switch it on. So as soon as you've switched it on, this will be running 24/7. Like you don't have to do anything here. It will be running on its own. All you have to do is to just share that link. You remember the tally form link. So this is the link that you just have to share. So you'll create your content. As soon as your content is like posted, you sort of copy and paste that link. And if someone is interested in your freebie, they can just click on that link and voila, the link, the freebie is in their inbox. So if you found a lot of value from this and you'd like us to continue with this journey of automating your business, then go ahead and click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you don't miss the upcoming videos that I'll be releasing from next week. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week and you test this system out. If like anything goes wrong or you get stuck somewhere, just drop a comment below or send me an email or a DM on Instagram, bongs_malabele, and I'll be able to get you unstuck so that this can start working for you on autopilot and bringing you those clients.